Hello, friends and family, and human friends and human family, in the bigger picture. Um, I am going to use my Facebook time and video to bring our attention to how important it is that we use this time in COVID to become better people, healthier people, more connected people, and more awake, more loving people, happier people. And I think that needs to be our priority. And what I'm seeing is, while we can agree with that, that's not where we're getting our guidance. And so therein lies a need to be fulfilled. We need guidance on how to use COVID 19 to not only defeat COVID 19, but become stronger and more united and together as a human race as a result of COVID 19. So, my speaking spontaneous, the billion different thoughts and visions on how step by step we do that, I have to choose only one word at a time to deliver one stream of idea at a time to you. So I am going to go from the big picture to also a little picture, like give an example of my daily life, with the intention that as a human being, I have a vow to benefit all beings. It's in my inner commitment. It's in my inner being. So in that respect, we need guidance on how to be bringing our healthy attention into our well-being on the inside, rather than being consumed with a fear of getting something, a virus, or avoiding a virus, or avoid spreading a virus to another person. It's consuming our mind stream. And as a human being, I'm also an occupational therapist. I've worked for 5 years with the elderly in Halemakua in Maui. And I love every second of it because I feel like it's caring for other people. But I have to say, since COVID, things are changing. And we all know that things are changing for healthcare professionals and for people. And we all know that there is this all-pervasive fear around what to do and how to manage this COVID thing, this COVID invisible thing that we test for, but then the CDC says, but that test might be, not good tomorrow, because all it says is at the moment of testing you didn't have it, but, it incubates for 14 days and might show up, or you might have some other contact with somebody else. So, I really don't understand the point of testing from that regard. If you have symptoms and you want to know what those symptoms are related to document it, and then manage those symptoms, then yes, get tested when you have symptoms and have tests be sent to somebody's house. Don't make us have to go out to get tested. So within containing COVID-19, there are spiritual benefits that we could be manifesting through using the computer and through allowing somebody like me to share with you some ideas on how. Because we have a good sense of how the establishment as it is right now is handling it. And, there's a lot of masks and a lot of separation and social distancing, and I say keep that up. I think it's wonderful. We are taking a break from our planet, polluting it. We're taking a break from the busyness. We're taking a break from so many patterns, and now we're coming inside. But when you come inside, symbolically, that's coming inside to, now we got to deal with what's inside. And so people are telling me that there's a rise, because there's a rise in domestic violence, therefore that gives warrant to deploy the National Guard into Sweet Paradise Island. So they're using the thought that since people inside our own homes or might hurt each other because we're trying not to get a disease, then that means you need to have more police outside to keep you sane. And that whole stream I am on the outside of, I see it, but I also see that um, if we had a different mind stream at the top at the White House, like Oprah mixed with me meaning I'm talking about the big picture in the business world of countries and leadership and how we deal with ties with the CCP, with an authoritarian, viral uh, crusade to spread darkness onto the planet. Like Maya Angelou says, when a man show you who he is, believe him the first time. Now take a look at CCP. Believe it the first time. Don't keep wondering, oh gosh, ooh, is business there bad? Should I, maybe, No, as if you're standing on the Chinese flag. Stand on it with love for the Chinese, but suppress the suppressive, violent sickness. Stand on top with love in your heart. That is how mentally, in a political way, we can start addressing COVID as a benefit to us, using it as a brutal gift to awaken to certain activities that need to be ended. You can use COVID-19 as a benefit in a personal way by using it inside to we make businesses where fresh organic juices are delivered to your door. You have OT and PT through this video screen of guiding us through gentle breathing exercises, or you have spiritual, compassionate, happy living coaching through your TV. You have an Oprah network mixed with me, meaning all my connections, because my connections include a very wise business coach, a Lama, and a Dalai Lama, and a Karmapa. So I have a strong team of male power with around me in four directions. So as a female, as leadership, I'm with the man team. Oprah is mothering our hearts. So Oprah would be giving us a guided program through our TV of soft, easy questions that we ask ourselves in the morning. We talk to our computer and answer our questions honestly, and then somebody comes and listens and communicates with us about our answers. But if there's domestic violence rising and people starting to go stir crazy, it's not going to be civil unrest that happens inside our homes. It's going to start being golden light and love and beautiful things like Christmas feelings coming through our hearts, through our responsible activities of working with the computer, working honestly with the questions, telling the truth. And by all means, part of my plan is offering this 3 days healing sort of, I would say, a social experiment that needs to start small. So, those of you that are self quarantined right now, you can already start to raise your vibration in many different ways to build your immunity and build your spiritual and happy power and connect. But those who are I lost exactly where, because there was another group that, anyway, I wish somebody else was here so they could help guide me back. Anyway, I like to close my. So, darn, it's gone. Anyway, the bottom line is to commit ourselves to using this time for virtuous activity, virtuous trusting network through our computer. And for me, I don't want to wear a mask, but the rule is to wear a mask. So what I want to do is self quarantine. I asked my job, since I'm per diem, or I was per diem anyway. Automatically, I got some, thank yous from, I love the corporate that I work for. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but anyway, they like, oh, hey, you worked extra full-time hours in the early part of December, so we're gonna upgrade your status for 6 months and give you some 2 weeks paid time off. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And it said at the end of March, you're gonna go back to your normal way. And even during that 6 months, it doesn't matter how many hours you work, you're still going to be that full-time status, getting full-time benefits. And it was awesome. I lost that letter. But anyway, my point is right now, I don't want to wear a mask, but I want to serve my kapuna. Kapuna is Hawaiian for elders. I am an occupational therapist. I want to start a new business for free. And 2 or 3 days a week, I want to go and serve only those elders who have COVID. And I want to go in and be able to do whatever we as a team want to do for an hour and have a host of different activities for healing, not only the heart, but many things that are occurring now with isolation and sickness and nobody being able to come even to your funeral. So I am a freedom girl. I want to be free to travel to and from the sick. And if my government doesn't say that's okay, or my corporate rehab umbrella company doesn't say that's okay, maybe Holly Makua will say that's okay. Or if Holly Makua doesn't say it's okay, maybe individual families will say it's okay for me to go visit their grandparent. Anyway, I feel very drawn to being at home, gathering my heart, gathering my mind, gathering my thoughts, thinking of solutions, because that's what I'm here to do. And I'm figuring out a way to offer them and create a plan for us to follow. And also serve physically my kapuna, which is what I've been doing for 5 years. I don't want that to stop, but I don't want to have to wear a mask, and I'm not afraid of getting COVID. Actually, if I got COVID, I would say thank you, because then I would build the antibodies and then I would be completely free to help anybody, anywhere, anytime. So great. And worst case scenario, I die. Well, then I've actually been preparing for that for quite some time, and then maybe all of these plans would bloom as a result. Who knows? But best case scenario is that we are creating new jobs and new ways to be, and maybe by letting me go to and from, whether it's Holly Makua or home, that if somebody needs some, whether it's talking, or I have a whole list of things that I think we all need to be doing, but especially those with COVID need to be doing, meaning breathing exercises, meaning gentle movement exercises. I would travel with like a bungee. I believe if you have one of those bouncers, that is very good for somebody with, we're all learning, but finding out person by person what is helping move the disease out. Visualizations and prayers are the ground of moving a disease completely out from our karmic standpoint. So I am going to be putting together a website. I'm taking a workshop tomorrow to learn how to do it, but I will be putting together a website as my focus while I am on time off from my work, to organize treatment plans, and not just treatment plans individually, but also treatment plans politically and treatment plans internationally. So I hope that in under 15 minutes I covered a lot of ground, but that's a nice umbrella to then I can come back in and specifically pick one piece and explain deeper how that piece can bloom, how we are going to come out of COVID literally a new human race. So the Statue of Liberty, the light and the view, is a pure land. Pure land. We are co-creating now from our pure heart, from our pure desire to be free of illness, meaning we have pure air, our cells are healthy and they're vibrating. Pure is very powerful. Pure is medicine, but we have to commit ourselves to becoming more pure. And you can become more pure emotionally and physically when you engage in confession. So we could be using this time on really thinking, where do we get this gut feeling of regret, or I don't want to think about that, I just want to move on. Those things we need to regurgitate in a safe container of golden light in our houses, so that we are becoming more and more awake and healthy and loving and compassionate. So the ground of using COVID from my OT is compassionate-based living, compassionate-based governments, compassionate-based healthcare. And I am an OT in that compassion-based system, and I'm making myself, I'm offering myself to the Kapuna of Maui And right now, I don't have the numbers for Zoom. I'm getting the office set up, but I can't tell you exactly right now how to contact me. But my name is Julie Christine 333. You could find me on Instagram, and I also use Libertyusa. You could find me on Twitter, and you could message me there, your email or contact, and let me know if you know somebody that needs a visit from me or wants to connect with me through Zoom. 20 minutes, however long, different times, different reasons for connecting. Anyway, I'm just putting it out there for me as well to know exactly what I'm committing to so that I can be of most benefit in this time, in the last 2 weeks of April, most benefit to my kapuna in Maui, to my family and friends, and to my country, Tizadi, and also all the way to my family in China. I am 100% with His Holiness Karmapa, and I encourage you all to at least read the translation of the prayers he's offering live every day for the next week, which started yesterday. So until next Saturday, join him in the mornings and bring your own prayer with you. But let's join our prayers behind the closed doors. As freedoms are lost outside, it's mirroring that inner freedoms are being gained inside, inner realizations and inner heart openings. So blessings. I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching, and love you.